Hi, Andy here to show you some fantastic exercises to help improve your core endurance and while keeping mobility. So resting on your side, a good pillow height, and making sure that you're nice and upright through your chest. Have the knees bent forward, tummy gently in, and then I want you to lengthen your top hip away so you're making a sense of space under your side. So now, in order to make the exercise more difficult, you will gradually straighten the legs away. But let's start with the knees bent up slightly. So place your top hand on the floor in front of you. Push your head gently into the pillow. Draw your shoulder away from your ear. And as I said, keep the hip lengthened away. Now gently tighten the tummy by pulling in and up, and then take a breath in. As you blow, float your top leg up to a hover so the hip, knee and foot are all at the same height. Now keep the shoulder away from the ear. Breathe in again as you blow. Float the second leg up, keeping the shoulder away from the ear and gently pushing your head into the pillow. And hold this now while breathing for 10 seconds. Let's call that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release down. So where you'll feel this is side of the trunk, also a little bit on the inner side of the thigh, and try not to feel it too much in the neck by pushing the head into the pillow. That will help this relax. Okay, so we're going to do 2 more on this side. Take a little breath in. As you blow, keep the tummy in, float the top leg up, take a breath in again. As you blow, float the second leg up, gently squeeze them together. 2, 3, keep breathing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release down. 2-second rest. And again, hip away, shoulder away, head into the pillow, float the top leg, float the second leg, squeezing them together, keep the tummy in, keep breathing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and releasing down. So we're going to start with 3, then you have a 30-second rest. So we're now resting for 30 seconds. Then we're going to do 2, then we're going to do 1, again with a 30-second rest. And as you get stronger, you'll increase the number of repetitions that you do. But we're going to start with, say, 3. What's that, about 20 seconds now? So we'll gently relax and get ready for round 2. So we're actually decreasing the number of repetitions we're doing. So tummy gently in, hip lengthened away, shoulder away from the ear. Let's do round 2 of 2. Breathe in. As you blow, float the top leg up. Keep everything else nice and steady. Keep the tummy tight. Float the bottom leg up to join the top one. Shoulders away from the ears. Keep breathing. Try and push your head into the pillow. Make sure you've got a good pillow height. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax down. 2-second rest. So remember, hip away, shoulder away, tummy gently in and up, float the top leg and float the bottom leg, shoulder away from the ear, push the head into the pillow, try and relax the upper side of the neck. 3, 4, 5, keep your tummy in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and releasing down. So again, we've got a 30-second rest-ish, 30-second-ish rest. What I'm going to do now, just for this one, is slightly lengthen the legs, just to show you how you can make it a little more difficult. And by doing these repetitions, these reps with a gap in between, we're gradually increasing our endurance strength, the ability for the muscles to keep going for longer during the day. Okay, we'll call that about coming up to 30 seconds. So hip away, shoulder away, little breath in. As you blow, tighten, gently draw in and up with the tummy, float the top leg to a hover. Breathe in. As you blow, lift the second one, keeping the tummy in. If it's too hard, bend the knees in a little bit. If it's not hard enough, lengthen them away. A little breath in. Rather, keep the breathing going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. So before we do the other side, we are going to bring in now a nice mobility exercise to ensure that we don't get too tight through the core. So for this one, we stay in the same position. We bring the knees up a little bit, let the top leg go long, and then just let your top hand rest on your rib cage. This is where we want to get most of the movement. Keep the tummy in, take a breath in, shoulder away from the ear. As you blow, gently squeeze the knees together, keep the tummy in, and just allow your upper body to gently rotate round. Keep the hip lengthened away, shoulder away from the ear, take a breath in. Keep the arm and shoulder nice and relaxed. And blow. Ease a little further out, breathe in again. And blow to come back to the start. You can reach forward. And let's do a second version, hand behind the back of the head. Take a breath in. As you blow, gently ease round with the elbow. Keep the head heavy on your hand, neck nice and relaxed, tummy gently in. Breathe in. As you blow, ease a little further out. Breathe in. And then blow to come back and over. And we're ready for the same exercises on the other side. So again, we're going to do 3, 2, 1. Each of 10 seconds with the 30-second rest. So tummy gently in. Make sure you aren't hunched through your upper body. The chest needs to be lifted. Lengthen the top side of the hip away. Hand goes on the floor just to support you. Push the head into the pillow. Take a breath in. As you blow, keep the tummy gently drawn in and up. Float the top leg to a hover. And then float the second leg, and we're counting down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. 2-second rest. So just to help you, if you find your neck gets a bit tight, push your tongue against the roof of your mouth, just behind the teeth. So we're ready for the next one now. Breathe in, tummy gently in and up. Float the top leg, float the second leg. Keep breathing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Push the head into the pillow. 3, 2, 1. And release down. Relax momentarily. Keep the hip lengthened away. Tummy drawn in, shoulder away. Float the top leg. Float the second leg. Breathing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release and relax. So we've got our 30-second rest. So just make sure the shoulder hasn't got too tight. Shoulder away from the ear, lengthen the hip away. You can, as I said, if you want to make it slightly harder, you lengthen the legs away. Obviously the hardest will be with the legs straight. So let's do another 10 seconds of our rest. And by if you want to support the neck a little, you push the tongue against the roof of the mouth. So here we go. So 2 on this second round, 2 for 10 seconds. So a little breath in. As you blow, tummy tight, shoulder away from the ear, float the top leg. Hand on the floor for support, and then float the second leg. Keep the tummy drawn in and up. Keep breathing. 8, 7, shoulder away from the ear. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Don't worry if you're feeling it also up through here, because it's not just for the lower back, it's the whole core that's working. Was that one? I think that was one. We'll do one more. So this, you might have already done 2. I've lost count now. But let's float the top leg up again. Let's float the second one. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. So now we will get a 30-second rest, and we've got one more repetition of 1 to do. So we're waiting 30 seconds. At the moment we're doing 3, 2, 1. As you get stronger, you'll extend that out to 4, 3, 1, and then perhaps 4, 2, 1, 5, 3, 1, peaking at 6, 4, and 2. So here we go. 30 seconds is up. hip away, shoulder away from the ear. We're just doing one for 10 seconds now. Float the top leg, keep the hip lengthened away, shoulder away, float the second leg up, push your head gently into the pillow. You can push your tongue against the roof of the mouth. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So the endurance one's over now. Let's do the mobility one again, the trunk rotation. So knees forward, let the top leg go long, lengthen the hip away, hand on your lower ribs, take a breath in. As you blow, keep the tummy in, gently release and rotate, and let the other hand rest on the thigh. Keep the hip lengthened away, keep the shoulder away from the ear. Gently round, breath in. And keep the tummy gently in, but allow the rib cage to twist. So the tummy stays in, that supports the low back. Take a breath in, blow to go a little further. And then breathe in and breathe out to come back. Let's try the other version, which helps to loosen a little the upper trunk. Hand behind the back of the head, little breath in. As you blow, round you go, easing round. Keep the hip lengthened away. Keep the head heavy on your hand, neck nice and relaxed. Take a breath in. As you blow, gently easing round with the elbow, not forcing, but easing round. And you can even take the elbow slightly diagonally away to feel a stretch down through here. And then breathe in and breathe out.
Here's what I found.
Ooh, to come back over onto your side. Now let's go on to our backs, and we will do some endurance work now for the front of the core. Now this is one where if you are prone to a little bit of neck tightness, you will support your head with one or even both hands, but you're not going to pull on the head. If you're fine through the neck, you can keep your arms down by your side. So I'll leave you to choose. So we start with the pelvis in what we like to call a level tray position. So pubic bone, 2 hip bones are level, and you've got a small gap, or most people have a small gap under their lower back. You may have less of a gap, you may have slightly more of a gap. And then keeping the pelvis steady, allow one leg to go along the floor, so it's nice, straight and relaxed, the other knee is bent up. And then, as I said, you can either have both arms by your side, or if you want to ensure that you keep a small gap under your low back and that doesn't change, or whatever shape you've got, you keep that steady, you can pop the fingers of one hand under the low back. Then we want shoulders away from your ears, and you want to be nice and long through the back of the neck, but with the head relaxed and on the pillow. Support your head with one hand if you need to. And I suggest for this also that you do push your tongue against the roof of your mouth, just behind your teeth. So we're doing 3 lots of 10 seconds, 30-second rest, 2 30-second rest, and then 1. So take a breath in. As you blow, gently tighten the tummy, think of drawing in and slightly up, and then lifting yourself, chest and head together, just an inch or so off the ground. You're not coming too high, and you're lifting the head and chest together. Tongue against the roof of the mouth. If the neck is too achy, just support the head with one hand. And let's do that again from the start. So take a breath in. As you blow, tighten the tummy, draw gently in and up. And then as you blow, come up to the little hover. So don't crunch, you're just lifting head and chest together until you feel the whole front of the core working. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and resting down. Let's swap the legs over. Support your head with one hand if the neck is too uncomfortable for you. I'll do one with the hand behind the head. So keep the pelvis in neutral. Gently tighten the tummy, relax the legs, take a breath in. As you blow, come up to the hover. Again, we're going to hold for 10 seconds. Try and keep the back of the neck long. Call that 8, 7. Keep breathing. 6, 5. Tongue against the roof of the mouth if you want to. 3, 2, 1. And release down. Swap the legs over again. Hand behind the back of the head if you want to support the neck. Otherwise, make sure you're lengthened through the back of the neck, shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in. As you blow, gently tighten, draw in and up, lift just enough space to slide a piece of paper under the back of your shoulder blades. Don't let the head come too far forward. Don't let the head drop back. Let's call that 6, 5, 4, tongue behind the teeth, 3, 2, 1, and back down. So that's our 3 of the first level. So we're going to again have a 30-second rest while we prepare for round 2. So you can just gently relax the hips and legs. You can gently give the back of the neck a stretch. You could gently hold around the back of the neck and massage the neck muscles in preparation for round 2. So again, we'll start with pelvis in neutral. So again, for you, it may be that you only have a very small gap, or some of you might have a slightly larger gap. Let one leg go along the floor. The main thing is that you're comfortable through the low back. Shoulders away from the ears. Support your head if you need to, or challenge the muscular strength in your neck. Tongue against the roof of the mouth, and take a breath in. As you blow, gently tighten the tummy, draw in and up, float the chest and the head equally to a little hover. Try and keep this shape here the same, the pelvis and the back, and breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and resting down. Let's swap the legs over. So remember, support your head if you need to, but part of the scheme is to try and strengthen the neck muscles as well, because they're part of the core. But obviously you want to make sure you're not getting into discomfort in the neck. So I'll do one with the hand behind the head, little breath in. As you blow, come on up to that little hover. Don't pull with the hand, just let the head rest on the hand if you're using the hand. And keep the breathing going, gently tightening by drawing in and up. So we're doing 10 seconds, but we must be down to about 5 now. 4, 3, shoulders away from the ears, 2, 1, and back down. So now again, we've got our 30-second rest. So we've done 3, 2, we're going to do 1 on the next one. I would suggest, if you're doing this as part of a general progression, that you don't increase the levels more than once a week. So keep 1 week going with 3, 2, 1, then go to say 4, 2, 1, and then perhaps 5, 3, 1. And then the following week, if you're doing fine, 6, 4, 2. Okay, last one, which will be just 1 in this round. So make sure you're in neutral. Tummy gently in, shoulders away from the ears, nice and long through the back of the neck. 1 leg long, 1 leg bent up, but the legs are relaxed. Take a breath in. Support the head if you need to. As you blow, gently tighten. Tongue against the roof of the mouth. Lift the head and the chest equally. And breathe. 9, 8, 7. Shoulders away from the ears. 6. Don't let the shoulders roll in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest down. So we're on our 30-second rest again. So let's just do, before we do strength work or endurance work for the back of the core, so let's just do a little bit of stretching through the back of the neck, gently massage the back of the neck, gently let the head rock side to side, gently rock the pelvis side to side, do some gentle pelvic tilting, do some gentle pelvic swiveling. Let's turn onto our sides and do just a very quick, gentle trunk rotation. Let's turn onto our other side for the last part of the 30 seconds, and again do another trunk rotation. So we're keeping some nice mobility going even as we're doing the endurance work. And then release, then come onto all fours, and I want you to rest with your hands below your shoulders. If you're uncomfortable on your wrists in this position, then just gently clench your fists and go onto your knuckles in a clenched fist position, right? Fine, like this. So I'm going to stick here, knees below your hips and hands below your shoulders. Main things to watch for here is that your head isn't hanging, but that your head is drawn up. So the head and neck and trunk and pelvis are all nicely in a neutral alignment. A little hollow, or your suitable hollow in your low back. I tend to be a little hunched in the upper back, so I'm just going to try and lower that part of the upper back, but don't tip the head back. Lengthen through the back of the neck. And then draw your shoulders away from your ears. And I want you to keep looking down at the part of the floor between where your wrists are. So take a breath in. As you blow, once more, gently tighten the core, particularly thinking about drawing in and up with the tummy. As you then float one leg behind you, don't lift it too high, take it away, leading with the heel, pulling your toes towards you, and float the opposite arm up. Again, don't look forward with the head. Keep breathing, gently squeezing the buttock, gently clenching your fist, but drawing your shoulder away from your ear. So we'll say that's 5 seconds now. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you come back down. Just brush the floor with the knee and the hand. That's your 2-second rest. And then lengthening away again. Again, don't lift the leg too high. Keep the tummy in. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Make sure the head's not dropping. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's 2. Now we're brushing the floor with the hand and the knee, lengthening away again. The last one for 3 on this round. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3. Make sure you're looking down towards your wrist. 2, 1, and coming back down. So now you rest. I would suggest coming off your wrists. We've got our 30-second rest. You could do a little bit of mobilising of your arms, keep breathing, roll the shoulders. If your wrists are okay, you might want to just do a little bit of up and down, that. You could even come up to standing. So let's get back down now into position, ready for round 2, which again will be 2 repetitions on the same side. So hands below your shoulders, shoulders away from the ears, lengthen through the back of the neck. Tummy drawn up. Breathe in. As you blow, keep the core steady as you take your leg back and your opposite arm away. Gently clench the fist, draw the shoulder away from the ear. Gently tighten your buttock, but don't lift the leg too high. Lengthen the heel away. Draw the toes towards you. You've probably only got a couple of seconds left now. 2, 1. Okay, that's 1. Now we're brushing the floor with the hand and the knee, and you're lengthening away for repetition number 2. 8. Keep breathing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. So that's our 2 repetitions on our second level. 30-second rest, and then we're going to 1 repetition. And again, the same thing applies. You can gradually make the top level a bit wider, so instead of 3, do 4, and so on down through. So actually we're still on our 30-second rest, so let's move the arms, make sure you're not getting tight. You could come up and have a little shake around. So let's get ready for the last one on this side before we swap sides. So again, hands below your shoulders, shoulders away from the ears, head is drawn up, looking down between your wrists. Take a breath in. As you blow, gently tighten through the tummy, lengthen one leg away, one arm. Remember, we're still on the same side at the moment. Keeping nice and steady, keeping breathing. 3, 2, 1, and resting back down. So only 1 on that round. So we're going to swap sides now with the arms and the legs, but we're still having our little 30-second rest. It feels quite a luxury when you're only doing 1 repetition. But as you increase and do more repetitions, you will be grateful for that 30-second rest. So let's say we've got about another 10 seconds to go. So let's loosen the hands and the wrists. Let's come down into position. So now we're doing the other arm and leg. Shoulders away from the ears. Make sure you're not looking forward. You're looking down towards the mat. Make sure the head's drawn up. Make sure you're not too hunched through your upper back. Take a breath in. As you blow, take the opposite leg, opposite arm. So gently clench the fist, gently draw the shoulder away from the ear, lengthen the heel away, draw the toes towards you. Six, keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brush the floor. So that's 1 out of 3. Let's go for 2. So 10, 9, 8. Keep the breathing going. Keep looking down towards your wrists. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 2 repetitions. Let's brush the floor, hand and knee. Lengthen the leg away again. Lengthen the arm. Keep the tummy drawn up. Shoulders away from the ears. Gently squeezing the buttocks. Gently lengthening the heel away. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing down. So again, 30-second-ish rest. Really making sure that you keep things loose in between the repetitions. You feel like you've rested a bit before you do the next round. And doing these ones on the hands, making sure your wrists don't get too tight. As I said, remember you can always go onto your knuckles if you find the wrists a little hard. Okay, so let's get into position. Now we're on to round 2 of 2. Shoulders away from the ears. Head drawn up. Looking straight down, not forward. Tummy tightens gently by drawing in and up. And breathe in. As you blow, take the arm and the leg away with the core not moving. So it's just the arm and leg lengthening away and breathing. Looking down towards where your wrists were. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's 1 out of 2. So brush the floor, lengthening away. Shoulders away from the ears. Keep the arms straight. Nice steady breathing. Think of lengthening through the back of the neck as if your top of your head's being drawn out. 3, 2, 1, and coming back down. So that's the end of round 2, 2 repetitions. Another 30-second-ish rest, and then we go on to our last round of 1. And just while we talk about, remember we're doing 3, 2, 1. You then gradually increase it. 4, 2, 1, 5, 3, 1 or 2. 6, 4, 2, and I suggest 6, 4, 2 is the peak. If you can keep that going daily, that will do you a lot of good. Okay, so we are ready for last round. Hands below your shoulders, knees below your hips. Make sure it's a good form one. So head drawn up, lengthen through the back of the neck, shoulders away from the ears, gently up through the tummy. Take a breath in. As you blow, nice and steady through the core, take the arm and the leg away. Keep the breathing going, shoulder draws down and away, gently clenching the fist, lengthening the heel. Breathing. That must be about 4 seconds, so let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming back down. And then let's just do a gentle cat. And then again, let's go down onto our sides to finish with a trunk rotation, or a couple of trunk rotations to each side. So knees forward, top leg long, lengthen the hip away. Let's pop the top hand on your lower ribs, the other hand can hold the legs down. Breathe in, make sure the chest is lifted. As you blow, gently keep the tummy in. Allow the upper body to ease round. You're not forcing it. Keep the shoulder relaxed and away from your ear. Breathe in. Blow to ease round. You can do 2, 3 breaths. No hard and fast rules. Breathe in, breathe out, come back. And we'll do the one that's a little more for the upper back and neck. Hands behind the back of the head. Little breath in. As you blow, gently rotating round. Breathe in again. Breathe out to go round. Breathe in. Breathe out to go round. And then breathe in and breathe out. Come all the way forward. Let's swap to the other side. And again, resting down, head on the pillow. Make sure you're nicely upright. Knees forward, top leg long, that goes on there, that goes on there. Take a breath in. As you blow, gently easing round. Keep your tummy drawn in and up as if you're drawing energy in and up through the body. Breathe in. As you blow, gently round. A little bit of a squeeze between the knees to stabilise your low back, pelvis and thighs. Breathe in again. Breathe out to go a little further. Keep the shoulder away from your ear. Ah, so nice. And then breathe in. Breathe out to come back to the start. Reach forward. And again, just bringing in a little bit more of a stretch and mobilise of the upper part of the trunk. Hip lengthened away. Shoulder away from the ear. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, round you go. Breathe in. Breathe out, go a little further. Breathe in, and then breathe out, go a little further. If you want to, think of taking the elbow diagonally away. And then breathe in and breathe out to come back and over. So great, you've done a core endurance, strength and endurance, so strength over time to help support your trunk, help support your back, your neck. And we hope you enjoyed that and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye bye.